So that's what I call a residue, the residue that is left in the body after the initial shock. Well, in this case, the initial shock was a clap of thunder. It had no emotional content to it. So in almost all cases, in fact, in all cases, it would wash itself out of the body in a matter of seconds or a few minutes. But if, as a child, we are repeatedly subjected to unloving behavior or circumstances in which we feel we have to protect ourselves or shrink, or this is like a repeated shock, and those residues don't get washed out of the body. They begin to build up in the body, and this is what I mean when I say they are laid down like layers in the body. They last into adulthood, and they continue being laid down in adulthood in response to circumstances. And so the most of our bodies are a network of these layers of tension and contraction, and these survive the recognition of our true nature. So it is precisely this aspect of our experience that our yoga meditations deal with. They are that part of our experience that lie below the threshold of the thinking mind. The thinking mind doesn't touch them. Even a clear, non-dual understanding doesn't touch these residues. So it's an exploration in which we explore very deeply the actual experience of the body, so we drop the label body. We start with our eyes closed. We start with experiencing the body just as a sensation. Then we drop the label sensation and realize our experience of the body is just sensing. And then we touched on this a little bit this morning. We allow sensing to expand into the field of awareness in which it appears. We notice, for instance, that the experience of sensing has no edges. Now, it may seem that in these contemplations we are not doing anything to the body. Indeed, we are not doing anything to the body. However, in exploring the body in this way, we are realizing in a non-conceptual, experiential way the inherently transparent, open, borderless nature of the body. That experiential understanding has a profound impact on these residues. It feels like we're doing nothing. Indeed, we are doing nothing to the body. But feeling it in this way, feeling that the body, for instance, is just a borderless field of sensation rather than an object with a clearly defined border. To feel the body in this way liberates the body, or begins to liberate the body from the tensions that accompany the belief, I am a solid, separate entity. I sometimes call it homeopathic yoga, in the sense that it seems to be almost nothing, but it has a profound effect. It rewires the body, or it reorchestrates the body, and we feel the body more and more to be open and sensitive and empty and transparent. And in this process, layer upon layer of these residues of feeling, these ancient feelings, bubble up to the surface, and they are just they're sensations, they're tensions. They're layers of tensions that bubble up to the surface, and they are simply felt as sensations that are just allowed to soak in this warm bath of awareness and gradually percolate out into the surrounding space. And the surrounding space in turn percolates into them. It's a very experiential thing, and it's something that it's not a one-off thing. It's something, in my experience, we need to come back to again and again and again, and to allow this soaking of the sensations in the space of awareness, and they are in time. Slowly, the body gives up its solidity, its density, its tension, its me-ness. And then there are specific contemplations we do sometimes with specific areas of the body. For instance, the face is where a lot of me feelings are stored. I, the seer, and I, the hearer, and the taster.
Thank you.